Iran had fired drones into Israeli territory. This, of course, would be for the retaliation for a deadly Israeli airstrike in early April on an Iranian embassy complex in Damascus, Syria. President Biden has cut short his weekend vacation and is back to the White House. President Biden's greatest worry over the Israel-Hamas war is that it will spread out to other parts of the Middle East. The president was not forewarned by Israel for its attack in Syria, presumably because all parties know that President Biden would not have approved of such an attack. His team has also called on Iran and its allies to de-escalate the conflict. Meanwhile, U.S. troops and warships have been moved to critical positions in the Middle East. The State Department also issued updated security warnings for U.S. government employees in Israel, restricting them and their families from personal travel outside of the greater Tel Aviv area. That said, let's get to our weekly roundup. Political tensions and legislative battles this week highlighted significant political tensions in the U.S., with the eclipse metaphor on Monday setting a reflective tone amidst the global challenges. The political theater intensified around Speaker Mike Johnson's struggles to unify the GOP for key votes, notably on Ukraine funding and FISA reauthorization, against a backdrop of intra-party conflict and the rising influence of Putin-friendly factions within the Republican Party. Tuesday saw judicial and social shifts. The Arizona Supreme Court's revival of a near-total abortion ban from 1864 has turned Arizona into a battleground state, reflecting the broader national debate on abortion. This decision could significantly influence the 2024 elections, affecting key issues from immigration to women's rights. Wednesday saw geopolitical developments and diplomacy on the international stage, concern over Iran's nuclear ambitions, and ongoing tensions in Ukraine juxtaposed with strategic alliances in the Indo-Pacific. The U.S. emphasized its partnership, notably at a state dinner for Japan, underscoring the alliance's importance against a backdrop of rising tensions with China in the South China Sea. Thursday saw economic concerns and corporate accountability. Economic topics this week included alarming inflation data and escalating home ownership costs, exacerbated by climate change. Additionally, corporate accountability was in the spotlight, with new whistleblower revelations concerning Boeing's 787 Dreamliner, highlighting ongoing issues within the aerospace sector. And Friday saw cultural and social reflections. Cultural notes this week touched on the ongoing influence of historical and contemporary figures. The placement of O.J. Simpson's white Bronco in a museum in Tennessee exemplifies America's fascination with celebrity and notoriety. Additionally, investigations into Russian financial influences in Europe and the legal expenses covered by the national committees for Trump and Biden reflect the pervasive nature of political and foreign influence. Thank you for joining us for this week's Roundup. And for more insights and updates, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and look over here for other essential roundups and in-depth analysis on these stories and other important geopolitical events. And stay tuned, stay informed with us as we explore this fascinating world's stories unfolding before us. And I will see you on Monday.